Brand deals are one of the most talked about ways to make money online, but almost no one explains how they actually work in real life. So today, I'm breaking it all down how brands decide who to pay, how much they pay, and what actually matters, even if you're a small or faceless creator. And if you've ever thought, I don't have enough followers for brand deals, this video is especially for you. So, first, let's talk about what a brand deal actually is. I think it's just really important to kind of start here and really get clear on what brand deals actually are. So, a brand deal is essentially when a company pays you or compensates you in some way to create content featuring their product or service. That content can be a TikTok, an Instagram reel, a YouTube video, a photo, or even a raw video that they reuse for ads. And I think the part that people don't always say out loud is that brand deals are not about you being famous. They're more about helping the brand sell something. So if your content helps them do that, even on a small scale, you're valuable. Now let's talk about the different types of brand deals. Not all brand deals look the same, and this is where people kind of get confused. I first want to talk about the most common type most people see, which is gifted collabs. This is when a brand sends you a product in exchange for content. There's no money involved, just products. And these are common when you're probably first starting out. They're not bad, but they're not the end goal. Next are paid brand deals. This is where you're paid a flat fee to create content. The pay is going to depend on many different things like your niche, your content quality, how the content will be used. Also, it will depend on how much value you bring, not just follower count. Now we're going to talk about affiliate deals. This is when you earn a commission for every sale made through your link. These are great for passive income, but they're different from brand deals because there's no guaranteed pay. Now let's talk UGC deals. This is where brands pay you to create content for them, not necessarily to post on your own page. And this is the most underrated way to make money online, especially if you don't want to build a big personal brand. Now let's talk about how brands decide who to pay. This might surprise you, but brands don't just look at follower count. They'll look at how clear your niche is, whether your content looks trustworthy, if your audience matches their customer, and if your videos feel natural and not forced. So, a creator with 2,000 followers who makes clean, intentional content can be more valuable than someone with 50,000 followers and no direction. Brands really want content that converts and not content that just goes viral. Next, we're going to talk about how much brand deals actually pay, right? I'm sure everybody's curious about this. So we're going to talk numbers, right? Because people are either vague or they're usually lying online. So as far as small creators, they might make $50 to $300 per video. UGC creators often make $50 to $500 per video and sometimes more because there's usage rights and things like that involved. Now, large creators or creators with strong conversion history can make 1,000, 5,000, even over 10,000 for campaigns. And no, there is not no universal rate card. So let's nip that in the bud. Essentially, you are paid based on value, usage rights, and how the brand plans to use your content. Now let's talk about why most people don't get brand deals. I don't think people struggle with brand deals because they're not good enough. I think a lot of people struggle because their content is too random, they don't clearly solve a problem, or they don't know how to position themselves. Brands don't need perfect creators, they need clarity. All right, now we're going to talk about how to start getting brand deals. If you want brand deals, here's what actually matters. First, you're going to pick a clear niche, and then you're going to create content as if a brand is already watching. You want to treat your page like a portfolio, not like a diary. But you also want to understand how monetization works before you pitch. This is why learning structure matters. It's not because you're incapable, but it's because guessing gets exhausting. So, if this video cleared things up for you, that's the point. You don't need hype, you just need clarity. If you want to learn how to monetize your content without showing your face, or how beginners actually start landing brand deals and online income streams, I want you to check the link in my description, or you can comment info and I'll point you in the right direction. As a final empowering point, you're not behind, you're just finally learning how this works, and that's okay.